Alright, I got a different camera. See if this works a little better. This is the Argo. This is like an ongoing project that I've been working on, but I've not been able to shoot any film on. See if we can do some. So, originally a guy made this with the main bars and welded the top straight to there with a bunch of bubble gum. It looked terrible. I took it all off, ground the top off, made mounts so the top is removable. Now everything else that's access or accessories are all mounted to the roll cage itself. I built and put these gussets in, made these mounts, got another mount here for another light bar which he decided not to use, so we went ahead and put these aux beams in, put these in. I just mounted these today, I haven't cleaned them up yet. You can see got a big light bar up in the front. Also, when I separate it, he had this tube welded to that, so I had to separate that. And then I had a gap here, so today I put this little shield in so the branches will skip up off of it. He had a problem with one of them. It got a pretty big branch, got caught in there and snapped this aluminum weld that was right there, so I had to grind that out and re-weld that one. And I also put these crash bars on the side, on the front. I made the stinger for the front, which is out of steel. It mounts to some lugs that go to the axle housing. Comes out to these. Bar runs across. There's a bunch of crap in there. Mounts here, which mounts inside to another plate. Comes across. This is just all reinforcement for the winch if he ever needs to use it. I had to pull the frame off, like I said, and I had to go through and fix all these corners because the corners were all bubble gummed and half of them weren't even welded and they were cracking. I've got a crack right there that's starting. And I made the rear bump, which it goes into the receiver that comes up and goes to this, which is a step and a bumper. And I've got to drill, put some holes in here to bolt this together. What else have I done? Oh, I put all new axles in this. I put heavy duty axles and new axle bearings and inside and outside axle bearings, which this might be fun. This is a pain to get out, and there's stuff in here. This will probably be easier to get out. No, it's got the tub in there too, so I'll have to shoot that later. Of course, you can look at Argo videos and you can see the axles, but I replaced all four axles on both sides, inside and outside bearings, repacked them, put the heavy duty axles in. Some of the other things that I've done, we have a new heavy duty clutch, front and rear. I put that in. There you can see some of the axles and the chains. It's got all new chains, all new bearings, all new hubs. I made a custom exhaust. Comes out, made a custom flange. Flange comes out to the exhaust. Had another one on here, but it was too loud. I mean, this thing sounded like a dual V-twin. It was loud. So, some of the other things, you can see the inside plates. That's where the rest of all this bolts up, the winch. Come around, I also put a new throttle cable in, put a new brake cable, redid the brake cable all the way through. I bled the brakes, which I think one of the cylinders are going bad. I put in this bar all the way across for support on the seat. Welded in the seat brackets, put in seat belts. What else? I know there's more stuff, but I'm forgetting. Retapped and re-drilled those holes bigger for the hitch. Oh, the luggage rack. I made the luggage rack and put the luggage rack on. It comes off with the roof. So when the roof comes off, all you have is just nothing but roll cage. This luggage rack, the deflector, all that comes off, including these covers. That's all one piece. It's pretty heavy too. But I got left to do is I've got to wire up the lights. I got to go pick up the wires and the switches and the relays. Get those wired up. I'm going to mount the switches probably somewhere right here. I'm not sure yet. And that's, well, nope, I put the mud flaps on. Had to cut these out, put mud flaps on because when these tracks spin, it flips mud up. And, you know, ponytail, mud, yeah. All the tires have been pulled off and the tracks have been off a half a dozen times. You got to do that to do the axles. To put the heavy duty ones in, you've got to drill the plastic out for the new housings. Let's see what else. I think that's about it for now. Oh, you guys want to hear it? Okay. This is what it's going to sound like with the, let me go get the key. Make sure it's in neutral. Exhaust leaks. Nice and quiet in the wind compartment. You can actually hear the motor. Got a coolant leak too. Gotta find that. Working on that. That's one of the other issues I gotta do. Is eventually I'm gonna clean up all these wires and make a wiring harness. Got to get the fans wired in. This is the exhaust. Step back and give you an overview. Get a few steps away from it, it's pretty quiet. Go give it some gas and see what it sounds like. Well, that's pretty much it for now. If I think of anything else, I'll shoot another video. Thanks.